I'm Tyler Green with the Mile 60 Park Committee, and this is our project update video number 5. I'm going to start this video by mentioning a great opportunity for Mile 60 Park. The Pembina Co-op is hosting a fundraising barbecue at Mile 60 Park next Thursday, May 23rd. They're starting a co-op community barbecue tour and want to connect with each of their 15 communities to raise funds for local organizations. They're starting right here in St. Claude and have announced that proceeds from this barbecue will support the Mile 60 Park Campground expansion project. Let's help them start this tour off with a bang. From what I understand, they have invested quite a bit of money into gearing up for these barbecues, which directly benefit our communities. Come on down to Mile 60 Park on Thursday, May 23rd, between 11:30 and 1 to grab a bite to eat. They're offering 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $5. That's a pretty good deal. If the weather is nice, we'll be gathered around the concession building, and if it's raining, we'll move into the pole shed. The Mile 60 Park Committee has decided to take this opportunity to have a mini open house for the campground at the same time as the barbecue. Come out and see the work that we've done, and we'll have multiple Mile 60 Park Committee members on site to answer any questions you might have or just to show you around. Since our last update video, all of our electrical work within the campground has been completed. The washroom and shower building has been backfed from our new hydro service, and 20 new electrical pedestals have been installed throughout the campground. All electrical sites have a 30 amp camper plug and a separate 15 amp plug. Our plumbing is all officially hooked up inside the shower building. That means we officially have running water at all campsites, and our new sewer tank is operational. Manitoba Hydro has installed our new meter and energized our new service, completing the last step in the major work that we needed to get done this spring. Our final tally as it sits now is we have 16 full service sites with electrical, water, and sewer, and 4 sites with electrical and water. The reason we ended up with 16 sites with sewer instead of our initial plan of 15 is that we needed to add a clean out on the end of our main 6-inch sewer line running through the campground. That clean out would have ended up right in the middle of a campsite, which obviously isn't ideal, so we extended it to the border of the next site. Then it ended up being right next to where the campsite's sewer would be, so we added a T and ran a sewer line to one additional site for minimal cost. We ended up making the sites on a bit of an angle to make backing in a little easier, and all of the sites end up measuring approximately 77 feet deep from the road to the back of the campsite, and they're about 39 feet wide. We're currently trying to decide how we want to loop the road at the east end of the campground and how many basic sites we want to add to the east end. The grass seed that we planted is starting to come up, and we're expecting campers to roll in as soon as the weather starts to cooperate for the road work crews. Something we already addressed in a social media post is that the Mile 60 Park Committee has decided to close the campground to public use for this season. It was a debated topic over the course of multiple meetings, but in the end, we didn't want campers stopping at Mile 60 Park to have a negative experience. And as absolutely perfect as the project has progressed up to this point, it's still not a campground that we want to call ready to open to the public. I know we're inconveniencing several groups with this decision, but we're hoping that the short-term pain will be worth the long-term gain. That said, we were able to rent the remaining sites to the roadwork crews for the entire season to bring in additional income for the project. We hope to be able to pick away at some of the touch-up jobs throughout the summer, plant trees throughout the campground in the fall, and overseed grass for the winter, and have a solid start to the 2025 camping season. This will likely be the last update video for a while for this specific project. It has been an absolutely crazy few weeks, which has felt like years at some point, but we accomplished exactly what we set out to do. And everything that was done couldn't have been done without the overwhelmingly positive support from people like you. Even something as simple as sharing these videos on social media. One of the shout out videos I did last week was for Stride Credit Union in Portage la Prairie. Their marketing department found out about it because somebody shared it, and the Facebook algorithm popped it up at the right place at the right time. So something as simple as watching these videos, sharing them, liking them on social media has the potential to bring in thousands of dollars in revenue. So again, we can't thank our community enough for this support. And when I say community, I don't mean necessarily just the community of St. Claude. When I say community, I mean the community of people that are positively invested in this project and what we're trying to do here at Mile 60 Park. This community, the one I'm referring to, extends past any town border, and that's become very clear over the last couple months. So what do you say? Let's all get together at the co-op barbecue and talk about this project. Let's talk about how things went. We can show you how we did it. We can talk about what we'd like to see next at the park, all while enjoying a nice barbecue and supporting Mile 60 Park at the same time. Stay tuned for future updates on new projects. And thanks again for taking the time to watch this video.